your process, do you have like an engineer that you go to, or like?
Yeah, so my boy Jay Keys is a cold producer, but he mixes as well, innit? So he mixes and masters all my stuff, innit?
Yeah.
Like, so we met at like uni, innit? So these times, he knows that I want to make beats, but I haven't actually started getting into it properly, innit? So he would hear man making these trash beats, but still encourage man, do you know what I mean? Still push man to, like, even now, I would still say he's a way better producer than me now. Like, he would watch this and be like, oh nah, you're cold, man. Like, but I still think he's like, like the people he's been in studio with and all that, like, I can name charters, do you know what I mean? I can name household names that we all know that he's been in the studio with. But he lets me like gives me my space to like shine and grow in it and develop. So I just produce and then he mixes my stuff. So but on top of that though, like he does extra like keys for me as well. That's why we called him J Keys, innit? Because he's cold on the keys.
Cold.
So yeah, like keys that you might have heard in my tracks. Like he's the one that's like laid them in. But pretty much every track you've heard mixed. Yeah, every single track from like 2021 has been him mixing my stuff. Even 6 as well was another one that he done it as well. So
That's crazy. Okay, cool. In terms of producing, like you said, you weren't really producing much up until 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I know that Tyler's a big influence of yours.
Yeah.
What went into like making your beats better? How did you make them better? Who did you look to for inspiration?
That's a good question. I think more time was just executing. You see, I think the journey of a creative, is that everyone. So the creative is made up, like a creative's mind or mind and skills is made up of two things, their ability to actually do the thing that they want to do, and then their imagination, as in what they have in their head, but they're trying to get out, right? So their imagination is always at a certain level, depending on what they take in. So what I took in was like Tyler and whatever, and that made my imagination reach a certain level. But then my skill level wasn't reaching my imagination, innit? So through like watching different YouTube producers, like I watched Ocean. I don't know if you know about, but these are different, like, do you know what I mean? This is when you get deep into it. So like Ocean is a producer that I was watching. I was learning from my boy Oddity as well. I was learning from him. My boy Corby, like I spoke about him on the tape. Like he was pretty much the first person that showed me the basics of like how to actually put beats together on the software that we use, innit? And yeah, like, so it was from there that I just kept developing and building, and then every time I'd make something, I would send it to like a group chat with the man and be like, what do you guys think? And then they would give me advice, and then I'll try to go back and work on it. You know what I mean? So then I think it was like 2020 when, because at this time I'm still finding my sound, you get what I mean? So I'm still finding my sound, so a lot of it was just, what would I want to rap on? Like, what would I actually want to rap on? And then that's pretty much how.
Bro, I find like that is probably one of the hardest things to do as an artist. Is to find your sound. Like you see like artists, it can take them like a minute to find them. Even if they have like early success, they may not know what suits them and what not. So like, I don't know, how did you find yours? Like, was it through just what you liked growing up, or what like your friends influencing you? Like, what was it?
Because even on the tape, I did feel like there was some like grime elements to an extent, just in terms of flows and that, and how you were flowing and shit like that. So did you have like UK people that you listened to and whatnot?
Do you know what it was? Really? It's like, when I was in that process of finding my sound, up until, let me say, like 2019, I majority listened to like American music, innit? So I was listening to like Tyler, as you said, Joey Bada, who I think is one of like top 3 rappers right now.
With the discography he has.
Why you screwing your face up?
No.
Let's not get into it now. He is literally top 3. If
top 3 for
he's top
what?
3. He's top 3. If it's not
in terms of rapping ability,
in terms of rapping ability.
I don't know.
In terms of rapping ability, it would be Joey, Kendrick, and someone else. Like no cap.
You're putting Joey with Kendrick.
100%.
You're crazy.
Rapping ability, 100%.
You're crazy.
I will back that right now.
I don't even think Kendrick is the best rapper in his crew, respectfully. But
okay. That's silly. Do you know? Okay, wait. Okay, look. You see? Okay, look at her face. Look at her face. Look how she's screaming. No. Let me say something to you. Okay, do you think Kendrick is cold? Like, do you think Kendrick is one of the coldest? Yeah. In 2014, yes, Kendrick said that Joey is one of the hardest people doing it right now, and he was like 17 years old back then.
Okay.
So do you understand? Yeah. Do you understand?
Okay. Do you understand? 2017.
2014,
cool.
Yeah.
That's before the money, innit?
Yeah.
Cool.
Now that was even before the money, bro.
I swear it was 2014.
Before the money was 2015, bro.
Was it?
I think it was.
No way.
I think it was still.
No way.
Before the money was 2015, bro.
No chance.
Yeah, it was, bro.
I don't know.
Hold on.
Because
is that a song?
That's an album.
I thought he's only got like 2 albums.
Don't test me.
Okay,
don't test me.
Cool. 2015.
Don't
cool.
Test me, fam.
He went on to do what's the next one?
No, but the thing, the argument you're making is
no.
He's talking about discography. I'm talking about rapping ability. If you want to talk about discography, and all of
that goes into it.
I can still name songs that I think are hard, but it's about how everyone else takes him in as well. And I don't think the people are taking him in as they should be. Do you know what I'm saying? So in terms of rapping ability, if the best people in a particular genre are commending this person at such a young age for being one of the coldest rappers, you can't deny them. You just can't. You can't screw your face when someone says...
I'm not denying him. I just don't think
he hasn't fulfilled his potential, though.
Exactly.
I would say his potential commercially, yeah. But I think that goes down to more to the people. No? Yeah, but I would say that's more down to the people. That's not down to...
How? He went off to go do acting, bro. For 5-6 years.
He was doing acting before he did music, bro.
Yes,
but people don't even know that.
He locked into the acting.
Yeah, but he was... You know, even... Because I'm a stan, innit? Like, when it comes to Joey, Tyler, like even Chance as well, yeah?
Cool.
I was a stan, innit? So, Joey went... The school he went to, the high school he went to, he got into it because of his acting. Like, that's why. That was his main thing. It was just then he was meeting other people that rapped and he was like, oh, maybe I should try to do this as well. And he started doing it. Acting was his main thing before that anyway. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. Listen. Top three.
Top three, easily. Rapping ability, top three, easily.
Crazy.
I'm not talking discography. I'm talking about rapping ability.
I know, but nah.
Nah, if you're talking just rapping, then no. Benny the Butcher, J. Cole, Kendrick.
I respect Benny the Butcher. I respect J. Cole. Obviously you respect Kendrick, but Joey has to be in that list. 100%. Top three, Joey has to be there.
I don't know, man.
If Benny the Butcher was here, he would agree with me. I'm not even counting.
Crazy.
He would.
Crazy.
He would.
I don't know, man.
He would.
Joey's cold, but bro,
he would not be admitting to that. No chance.
No, I'm not saying admitting that Joey's better than him, but admitting that Joey's top three. Like Benny the Butcher can be in that top three list as well. I'm just saying that Benny the Butcher would be like, yeah, Joey's definitely top three.
Top three.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
No cap. I will stand by that. I'll stand by that.
Bro, Absol's a better rapper than him.
Better.
There's no chance. No way.
And now Absol's cold. That's why I have to think about it.
Bro.
Push.
Yes, but I feel that Pusha T's limited by his one...
And
his one trick being able to just talk about cocaine.
Yeah, talk about crack.
That's it.
I don't think you guys have known the wordplay that Joey's... Like, don't worry. After this, I'll play you guys a Joey song, yeah?
Bro.
I'll play you guys a Joey song, and I will show you guys the wordplay, and you'll be like, sir... It's a song, and like, because it's kind of like, it's an underground song, kind of. He didn't respond to Kendrick's Control verse.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay. And it was I genuinely think there hasn't been a harder rap song in terms of rapping abilities since then.
What?
And it was in 2014.
What is this called?
2014. Illuminati Part 2.
Oh my god.
It's on YouTube though. It's not on streaming platforms. It's only on YouTube. Coldest ever. Sorry, I don't want to digress too much in it, but
nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. We'll get. Oh my gosh. Coldest. Generally. Who completes the top 3 for you?
I don't even know because it changes a lot for me, innit? Like there's other people that I listen to and I'm like, but I'm just saying I know that Joey has to be.
Wait, is it off his 999 project?
No. It's not even. It's not even on any project. It's just on YouTube.
It's the 3rd one down. That one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's cool, man.
Nah, you just don't know. It's okay though. Oh, this is it. Like a gay shade. Oh my god, this is cold. Nah.
The beat's wavy though.
Yeah, listen to this.
And I'm still a beast with these flows. Feeling real low, my tree self-esteem roll. We drowning outlanders, can't overflow. Beast Coast, be more Pacific. Next time you're shouting out, amigo. I am not the star, in fact I'm Planet R. Fuck with the media, right bitch, this is a fire bar. Please don't leave your comment if you are not up to par. No names, putting you in the verse, that's too...
Did you even clock the wordplay there?
Yes.
He said, F what the media right, this is a fire bar. Meteorite, as in space.
Yeah.
And he said, no names, putting you in the verse, that's too far, because that's a planet from Star Wars. Like, that was the whole rhymes, that was the whole wordplay on that one. Then you had, like, even before, Be More Pacific.
The whole amigo.
Yeah, Be More Pacific, because he's talking about being specific, about Pacific Ocean. You can't drown East Coast, because he's from the East Coast. Don't even...
It's alright, man.
It hasn't even got to where he goes in, like...
Man, it's alright.
This is what 5 seconds you played, and it's already...
It's alright. It's cool.
He's cooking.
He's alright, man. He's alright.
But it just needs to deliver more, innit? That's what the issue is.
Bro.
For you. It's okay.
Music is subjective. Before we get back, what did you think of his last album?
I think it's cold. His last album was cold. How long
were you spinning it for?
I'm still spinning it.
Fair.
But the thing is, I'm not a good person to ask for that if you wanna, because I'm a big fan, innit? I've been a big fan from time. So like if you ask me, of course I'm gonna say I was spinning. I'm gonna say I'm spinning this XYZ. So
fair play. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. Going back to
let's do intro.
Oh yeah, we ain't even introed.
Okay.
Alright, cool. Alright, it's your boy Max, aka Max Very Own, aka Manager's here, aka Naked Without Headphones, aka, you already know what time it is, head on Joe, Pappy's Angels Association,
Sleep,
aka Back Outside Boys, man. We here.
Damn.
Bro, listen, man. Leave me alone, man. Let's go.
It's your boy Iris, top shooter, TCF dripper.
Yes, sir.
You already know. Hayland FC. Yeah, man. We outside.
This guy, man.
We outside.
Anyway, let's get back to the topic. Inspirations.
Yeah. Sorry, you ready to? Sorry, I'm passionate.
I hear it. We love it.
But yeah, alright, so inspirations, Tyler, 100%. Probably my biggest inspiration. So that's like the US stuff I was listening to. And you got Joey as well. He's the one that taught me to rap really in terms of like wordplay.
Okay.
Like I didn't know what a double entendre was before I listened to Joey. Do you know what I'm saying? Like double entendre, triple entendre. Like he showed me all of that.
Who was you listening to before then?
Before that, bro. Before all of this, before Tyler, all of that, I wouldn't even say I was consciously listening to music because it was just whatever was charting at the time. Like if it was Tiny and Labyrinth with Pass Out, like it was that. If it was like I wasn't consciously, I was just going with the flow with everyone, innit? But then eventually I stumbled upon Tyler and I was like, right, okay. And start listening to that. At the time as well, I was listening to a lot of Arctic Monkeys as well. A rock band, yeah. Okay. I was listening to a lot of them, innit? So I was listening to Arctic Monkeys around the same time I was listening to Tyler. It was like 2013.
So this is Tyler on the cusp of digging more into his artistry back.
Yeah.
Like, as opposed to getting away from, like, the whole, what he was doing on, like, Goblin and Bastard, the whole, like, provocative stuff.
Yeah. Because
Cool.
Wolf was, like, the first one where you got to kind of hear him go a bit more into that. I mean, you could hear senses of that on Goblin. Then there's a song called AU79 where it was literally just all production. There wasn't any rapping. I'm trying to think of other songs on Goblin that were still very, like, cinematic in that way and musical. But there were others in it. But, like, he'd always been using chords, but over, like, heavy synths and then heavy drums. But the chords would be there. You have to listen for them and clock them. But, like, the casual listener wouldn't clock them, innit?
Yeah.
But, yeah, Wolf was, like, the first thing I'd actually heard of him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that. But then from the UK, it's around 2019 that I really started getting into that, because obviously this is around the time that I moved back from uni, innit?
Okay.
So at the time, like, living in the woods and that, I was back with my brother now, innit?
Yeah.
So my brother he's UK, cutting UK is what bleeds out, do you know what I mean? So running tunes with my little brother now, like, Skepta is pretty much his favourite artist, innit?
I hear it.
So when he's running, like, all of these tunes from, like, these newer, like, UK artists that I hadn't heard of before, like, he was showing me, like, Jevon.
Jevon's hard.
And he was a heavy Nux fan as well. I knew of Nux before. Nux before that, but I wasn't, like, deeply listening.
Yeah.
So then that's when I started getting into that the UK side a bit more, because then it was like, oh, there's actually people in the UK that I'm doing what I'm trying to do as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and they've been doing it too. And you can hear the influence from the American guys that I'm talking about on their sound as well. Yeah. So it's like, okay, there's other people that speak the same language as me. Like, do you know what I mean? Because I thought I was the only one coming to the UK with this thing.
Yeah, I feel you.
I was just ignorant, innit? I was just like, oh. So then, cool, got exposed to that after, and I was like, okay, say nothing. Like, other people that I can name, like Koji Radical, another person that I can name, Little Sims, Oscar Wilde Peace,
hard,
like, all of them, innit? Like, I just started taking them in, like, way more, to the point where now that's pretty much all I listen to now.
Same.
Like,
I feel you.
That's pretty much all I listen to. I don't even listen to, like, I don't listen to mainstream UK rap, if I'm honest.
Yeah, like, I agree.
And it's not because it's not good. It's just because because I'm so used to listening to stuff that is so, like, left of center and, like, just different, like, because Tyler was always different. Yeah, he was around the time that Drake was, like, the hottest thing. Like, Drake is still the biggest right now, isn't it, in terms of numbers and etc. But I'm talking about when he was, like, do you know what I mean? Like, if you're reading This Is Too Late, and like, do you know what I mean? When it was like, this guy is this, So when he was doing that, Tyler was still doing his, like, everyone calling him weird, and so I'm so used to that. So it's like, that's why I tend to gravitate more towards the quote unquote alternative, because I know you might have that debate, bro. That's why I said quote unquote.
How do you feel about that?
Do you know what? Yeah, do you know what? I'll be so honest. For me, I've always been, like, an outcast in it, in terms of, like, the music thing, and whatever. So I've always felt like, in many regards, like, left out of what is meant to be happening. But I never expected love from no one, innit? I was like, I'm just gonna do my thing. I know some people won't rate it, but then whatever. So that's when people actually rate it. I'm surprised. I'm like, oh, okay, so like, do you know what I mean?
You're an artist, bro. You can tell when you listen to the music, the way you've done it. Yeah, you're an artist, bro.
Nah, appreciate it. I'm so sorry, I forgot the question I was getting. So my attention, bro. You were saying.
Wait, what was the question, bro?
Oh, fuck.
Bro, man, forgot the question already.
Literally, while I was starting, I was flowing to get there, and I was like, I forgot what the question was.
Oh yeah, what do you think of the label alternative?
Okay, yeah. So when I was trying to find what to call my sound, and I found that people were calling it alternative, I was like, okay, this is my gang then. Do you know what I mean? This is my crew. Like these are the people I'm with the alternative guys. I'm da. So when I kind of wore it as like a badge, like to be like different, I kind of wore it as a badge because all this time it's kind of been thrown on me anyway that I was never gonna be. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of been thrown on me anyway. So cool. Now, I hear what people are saying when they're saying, "Oh, let's not be alternative. Like, let's not call it alternative, but call it like just normal, whatever." But I mean, if you don't do that, then there's a bunch of guys that just won't get love, I think, anyway.
But just call it rap, bro.
I agree.
No, I agree. Some of it's not rap, but I feel
no. All of it is rap. All of it is rap. All of it is. Because the reason why people call it alternative is because it's like, wait, this isn't what we hear in the mainstream. What the heck? Because, okay, let me put it to you like this. Yeah. If Kendrick and J. Cole were in the UK and they were making the same music that they're making now in the UK, would you call them mainstream or would you call them alternative?
They'll be mainstream still.
That is cap. They'll be UK alternative. They'll be UK alternative.
Dave is their equivalent.
Equivalent to what?
To like a Cole thingy. Like,
no, I don't. You're talking
in terms of conscious rapping. So. I'm talking sonically. Like, okay, have you heard Kendrick Worldwide Steppers?
Yes.
Yeah.
That song.
Yeah.
There was that dun dun dun, that production.
Yes.
Would you ever hear that in the UK mainstream? Ever? Be honest, bro.
No.
Exactly. If someone in the UK,
hip-hop,
hold on,
that's hip hop.
No, but it's alternative hip hop now. That's what it's called.
No,
if someone in the UK did that, you would say that was alternative.
No,
Do not cap. You would say that was alternative hip hop.
For me,
you could hear Koji Radical rap on that, but you could not hear like a mate.
Them niggas are hip hop. For me, alternative rap is the people that are singing, doing the melody stuff, and
what? That's still hip hop though.
Yeah, that's alternative rap. But like the Little Sims, the likes of yourselves and all of that, I feel like you guys are hip hop, like traditional hip hop.
Okay, cool. That's what I would class us as well.
Traditional hip hop.
Yeah,
but whereas the people that I call alternative are the people that are doing the singing and like the yeets of them. Do you know what I mean? That do trap and they kind of experiment. It's like a
but
mix
why is that
of sounds.
Alternative though?
No, because it's like a mix of sounds. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like.
But bare genres borrow from like,
no, absolutely.
For example, like some people would say that jazz is like, obviously jazz is part of the evolution from waltz music, right? So like ballroom music. Ballroom kind of slow dancing, and then jazz is kind of an interpretation of that. Is that evolved from that? Yeah. No one calls jazz alternative. Like, no one says jazz is alternative. But that's because
over time it got its name.
So you're saying it's going to be alternative for now, and then eventually...
Because even trap music, trap music, it never, like, when it first came out, people were calling that alternative. And then trap music became the term of it. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, fine. I don't get why you'd use a term that you know is temporary. Like, why would you...
Fam, I just disagree with the whole separation of it. Like, the fact that alternative artists have a different sound to what's mainstream. So because of that, it's called alternative. You're all making different variations of the same music. So why not call it the same? Do you get me?
Yeah, but of course it will be all the same, but like it's a sub genre.
Oh, it's not a sub anything, bro.
It's a sub genre.
It's the same thing.
Like, trap music is not hip hop. Like,
yes,
it's literally called trap hop, bro. Like, it's literally like...
This is crazy to me.
Nah, but in terms of like, let's say that when you listen to a trap song...
It's so low, man. It's so low, man.
I just don't get it, man.